feel like this is so random, but I'm about to go to my very first book signing for an author that I've never even read before. Well, technically I went to a Jack Carr signing with my boyfriend because he wanted to go, but this is my first time going to a book signing that I'm actually interested in. It's Ashley Poston and another author who I don't know. They're on a book tour for their new releases, and I will put both of the books on the screen somewhere. I own The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, but I haven't read it yet, and her new book is a novel love story, which sounds really cute, and I love the cover. I'm leaving now and meeting my friend there. She's a huge fan. She really loves the Dead Romantics, and obviously she's the one that wanted to go to this, but I was very excited just to tag along because I've never been to one of these. I'm sure the audio is terrible because my AC is running, and if I keep talking, I'm gonna be late, so I'm gonna go, but hopefully I'll get a couple of fun clips or some pictures.
Harry Styles concerts, and meets different women.
Hi. It has actually been a while since the book event that I went to. I obviously did not film much, at all. I was way too nervous and there were just too many people, and we also weren't sitting in the best seat, so we couldn't really see the authors, so I just didn't really film much, but I wanted to talk about it. Like I said, the event was for Ashley Poston for her newest release, which is a novel love story, and then also Kirsty Greenwood. Her book, The Love of My Afterlife, came out, and they were doing a joint book press tour. I really don't know what to call it. It's not just a book signing, but it's really just a book release tour? Maybe that's what it's called. Anyways, I went for Ashley Poston. I think they said it's Poston. I think that's how they introduced her. But I went for this one because my friend is obsessed with her, and I have heard really good things about all of her books, and I've never really been to an author event, so I just wanted to go. And it was actually really fun. I'm very glad that I went. We got to hear them both talk about their books, and then they just got asked other questions about their writing processes, characters that they connect with, all sorts of random stuff. And it was just a fun, cute time. Obviously, I got a novel love story. We pre-ordered these books. I got to get it personalized and signed. Honestly, going into it, I was not really interested in Kirsty's book at all, but then after hearing her talk about it, I just was convinced. She really made me want to get it. It sounded really cute and fun, and the girl in front of me bought the last copy, and I was so upset that I didn't get to buy it there, but that's okay. One day I'll get it. That one is about a woman who dies, I think, on the very first page, and then she's in the afterlife waiting room, and I think she's just like, hey, I am not ready to go yet, and she makes some sort of deal or something where if she finds the love of her life in 10 days, then she stays alive. She doesn't die, which at first that sounded just a little bit too silly for me, but then hearing her talk about it, I was like, it's not supposed to be serious. It's literally just a cute, fun time. I feel like it could be good. I feel like a novel love story is just way more popular because Ashley Poston is just very popular and loved. But if you don't know, this one is about a woman who I think is just really into books. She either is a reader or an editor or a writer. I don't remember which one, but then she's on some sort of road trip, and then she ends up getting stuck in the town of her favorite book. It's called a novel love story, but I've heard that the romance is very minor. So since I've heard that, my expectations going in are going to be more for just a general fiction with a little bit of romance on the side. But it just sounds like a cute, fun time. I feel like anybody who's a reader would really enjoy this because who doesn't want to be in their favorite book world? Also, at the event, Ashley Poston must have some sort of sponsorship with Olive & June because they had a ton of nail polishes, press-on nails, and so much stuff just giving it away for free. So I took home 3 nail polishes, and they actually matched the cover of the book. They also had a yellow and some other colors, and then a bunch of press-ons, and it was really cute. I've already painted my nails the pink color, and I thought that was just so cool. I've never heard of that before. So yeah, I would say that my first ever bookish event was a success. It was a lot of fun, and now I want to go to more. I would really love to go to an author that I actually already like because, like I said, I've never read any of the books from the 2 authors that were there, but it was still pretty fun. But now I have something fun to do, which is a little bit of reorganizing my shelves because I did something fun. I did a little bit of a project. As you might know, I have a book cart, TBR cart. I feel like everybody has one of these. Mine is just the 3-tier cart from IKEA. I feel like there's so many versions of it and everybody has one. I honestly love mine. I feel like it's such a great solution for just storing books in a small space. And my cart was black, and I was just kind of getting over it, and I wanted something a little bit cuter and lighter, so I actually spray painted it pink this weekend. I feel like this is such a weird angle, but here's my cart. It used to be black, and now it is a light baby pink. I just spray painted it, and I honestly did not really know what I was doing. If you look close, it definitely is not perfect. It's a little streaky, there's some drips, and there's definitely some mist spots. But I feel like I did a pretty good job, and from far away, it definitely looks cute, I feel like. So I like it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I feel like it's just a little bit brighter and fun. I feel like the dark black was just dark, obviously. But now, since it's had a few days to dry, it's time to restock it with my books. I use it as a TBR cart, and unfortunately, all of my physical TBR does not fit in here because it's quite huge. But I use this for more of my priority TBR, and I just posted a video where I picked out all the books that I want to finish before the end of the year. So I'm definitely going to fill it with those first because that's my priority TBR for now. So time for one of my favorite things, which is to organize my books. Yay, I'm done. The book cart is organized. I don't know how well you can see from this far away, but I basically just put my priority books, like my 24 books to read in 2024, and the other books that I talked about in that video in the top 2 shelves, and then the rest is just all the books that I'm currently the most interested in. I don't know what happened because I don't think I've bought a lot of books lately. Oh no. This is not tight enough. I barely pulled on this shelf and it went down these poles and it scraped the paint. Love that. I know I'm wearing the same shirt, but it is the next day. This just happens to be my new favorite shirt of all time, so I wanted to put it back on. Anyways, since I destroyed my brand new pink book cart last night and I had a pretty crappy day at work, I thought I would treat myself to a little Barnes trip. I'm just being dramatic. I was planning on going to Barnes the entire time. I just so happened to have a couple of bad things happen to me, so it just feels like a reward. You know how it is. Something bad happens, your life sucks, you go to Barnes. And actually, we just got a brand new Barnes here, so obviously I'm super excited about it. I've gone once already, and it is very different from the one that I normally go to. This is one of those new concept stores, I think, where it's smaller, there's less books, and I think they're just trying for a different kind of vibe. I honestly can't really describe what the new vibe is. It's just different. And for some reason, I thought I might hate it, but I actually think I like it. Probably not as much as my regular Barnes, but I like the new one. So Brendan and I are gonna go shopping, and I don't really have too much specific in mind. I honestly should not be buying a whole lot of books because I'm really trying to get through my physical TBR, so I'll probably only pick up like 1 or 2. The only one I think I will definitely get if they have it is The Love of My Afterlife, which is the book that was at the book signing that I didn't get. I was thinking about it while I was at work today, and I was like, oh, I can't believe I didn't get that. So if they have it, then I have to get it. But knowing me, I'm sure I'll find a couple more things to pick up, but this is me telling myself that I have to have self-control. I know, that book looks cute. I want to read this one. Ooh, I really want to read this one. But I also have it on my Kindle, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'll get to this one and this one. Hi. So I'm sick, so just ignore the fact that I don't look well and I probably don't sound the best. But I've actually been listening to this book, and since I picked it up and talked about it in this video, I thought I would just pop on here and give you my thoughts. I have been listening to it almost completely on audiobook, and I'm actually really liking it. And I'm on page 289. I have just a little bit left, so I thought while I clean up my messy room and do some laundry, I will listen to the end of it, which probably will be the quickest I've ever finished an audiobook. I only started it 2 nights ago and I'm almost done, and it is short. It's only like 8 hours, I think, but I am just flying through it and I'm having a good time. So I will finish that and then let you know what my final thoughts are. good while since I finished The Love of My Afterlife, and I needed to pop on here and give you my final thoughts and wrap up this video. I had a great time with this. I thought it was so much fun, and I ended up giving it a 3.5 stars, a solid 3.5. It was fun, and I really enjoyed the audiobook. The reason why I didn't rate it any higher was because I feel like I didn't totally connect with the romance. Not that I didn't love our two characters together, I just didn't really get that feeling that normally a romance gives me. Normally I feel like I'm a little bit giddy, I'm like excited, I can't wait for the two to get together. I guess maybe it didn't give me the like tension and excitement and build up that I feel like I normally feel with a romance, and I'm not really sure why. It could be because I listened to it on audiobook, so maybe that kind of altered my experience a little bit, I'm not sure. But I really had a great time with it. It was fun, it was different, it was my first magical realism type book, so it was fun to just experience something new. I think a lot of people are picking it up right now and it has super high ratings, so if you've been thinking about it, I recommend that you pick it up. But if you're looking for a fun quick audiobook, this was only I think 9 hours and I went through it so quick. I think I listened to the whole thing in less than 24 hours. So that was The Love of My Afterlife, and it was also just really fun to read this because I went to the author event earlier in this video, and after hearing her talk about it, I read her book and it was just like a full circle moment. It was fun. As an update on my book cart, it is not doing great. I feel like I made a mistake taking the whole thing apart. I should have just kept it assembled and spray painted it like that. I feel like it would have been way easier to spray paint. And now I'm running into issues like I think you saw at the beginning, where now my middle shelf is just not tight enough. I have tightened the bolts as much as I can, but they're just not staying in place. So the middle shelf has slid all the way to the bottom, and it's basically just resting on top of the books on the bottom shelf. And naturally, when the shelf slid down, all of the paint scraped off. So not really a successful project. But I think if anyone else was planning on this, I would definitely recommend not disassembling it, just spray paint it as it is. So anyways, that is the end of this doing book stuff video. It was my first time doing one of these and I had a lot of fun. I would love to do another one in the future, but I'm not really sure what else to do besides going book shopping and maybe reading a book. I don't know what else to throw in there to keep it interesting, so if you have any ideas, please let me know. But that's all I have, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!